The missing piece in Yaman's heart. Who would be his best choice if Sara Bluma didn't exist? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Prime Gossip. Before moving on to the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and supported me, friends. She's a phenomenon in her own right. She's a star whose name is etched in gold with her international fame, legendary beauty, and occasional sarcastic comments. Currently, Sara Bluma is part of his life. However, this relationship isn't entirely satisfactory. Rumors circulate in the tabloids. Would I be the perfect match for Can? But what if Sara wasn't? Which woman could truly touch Yaman's soul? Yaman? Her name alone causes a stir. With his charisma, controversial appearances, dazzling physique, and international success, he is one of the most talked about actors not only in Turkey, but also in many countries, especially Italy. He's always in the news, both for his behind-the-scenes stories and his social media influence. Recently, we heard about his relationship with Italian model and influencer Sara Bluma. However, despite this relationship being so visible and passionate, there are rumors in the tabloids. Sara Bluma pales in comparison to Yaman. She's not the woman who can convey Yaman's energy. Someone more focused and harmonious would suit him. Based on these rumors, we wonder, if Sara Bluma weren't around, what kind of woman would truly suit Yaman? Here, friends, you can find the little-known details of that ideal partner who will be making headlines in the tabloids in my video. Let the characters speak, not the names. Let's draw the profile of a woman who matches Yaman's energy, lifestyle, and personality. Famous but unassuming, beautiful but unpretentious, strong but sweet. Here's a detailed portrait of the woman who could win Yaman's heart. Attractive on camera, but not necessarily in the public eye. Yaman loves to attract attention. Sometimes he shows it with his clothes, sometimes with his statements, and sometimes with his appearances on social media. A woman capable of keeping up with this pace must be a perfect balance. She must be someone who doesn't shy away from posing for the media, but who also doesn't try to amplify this attention. Her understated elegance must be a backdrop, not a shadow, for Can's flamboyant figure. She doesn't interfere with contact with fans, but neither does she smother it with jealousy. Yaman's warm bond with his fans is legendary. He frequently organizes autograph sessions, meet and greets, and photo shoots. The woman at his side must perceive this attention with imperturbability, even pride. Possessive but not overwhelming, jealous but not restrictive. She must feel like the secret keeper of the relationship, leaving her mark unseen. International presentation, ability to switch languages. Yaman is now a star not only on Turkish television but also in Europe. Therefore, the woman in his life must be able to adapt to different cultures. She is bilingual, comfortable at different tables, and embodies both Eastern and Western influences. It would be great if she were interested in fashion, but she is not a simple decorator. She must be someone who carries weight by speaking knowledgeably. A calm man who can be a refuge for confused souls. Yaman is sometimes prone to emotional storms. Sometimes enthusiastic, sometimes fragile, sometimes angry. Therefore, the woman at his side must take on the role of a kind of emotional healer. She must possess the gentleness that can bring a smile to Yaman's face where his brows might otherwise furrow. Someone who can dispel tension with a glance, sprinkle stardust with a touch. Someone who has built her own life, but also knows how to share. What Yaman looks for in a woman is not just beauty. The person at his side must be someone who stands on their own 2 feet. You shouldn't try to capitalize on his fame, nor build a life completely separate from him. It's a balance where two strong people come together, yet still manage to be one heart. This is a structure that finds common ground, knows how to be us while maintaining its individuality. Unpretentious on social media, but makes its presence felt. Yaman is an active social media user. However, the woman who will be at his side must see this medium as a tool, not a stage for self-promotion. She must be able to create an impact with her words, not her photos. A simple, aesthetic, and meaningful presence. A social media user whose strength lies not in the number of followers, but in the emotion she conveys. Physically imposing and natural. The physical harmony of the woman who will be at Yaman's side is undeniable. Like him, she is athletic, takes care of herself, but has not lost her naturalness. She must be free of exaggerated aesthetics, with a genuine expression on her face, someone who communicates through eye contact, not with smiles. Walking together, they look like they've stepped out of a movie. Shining with confidence and silence. A confident woman is always attractive. However, the confidence of the woman who will be by Yaman's side must be calm, not strident. A personality that doesn't boast about strength, but whose presence captivates everyone. An elegance that everyone around him admires, even if he's not the center of attention. Career, ambitious, but not subservient to the relationship. Yaman has a fast-paced life and a tight schedule. The woman he's with should also be solid at work. However, this ambition shouldn't hinder the relationship. She should choose to breathe by his side. Even if they don't work together, they should be able to walk at the same pace. A profile that maintains balance, that is passionate about success, but that thrives on love. Real, not dramatic. Perhaps this is the most important thing. Yaman is already surrounded by drama and sensationalism. His love life shouldn't be like a TV series, but a true haven of peace. Therefore, the woman at his side shouldn't be part of this game, but a refuge for him. Someone sincere, honest, genuine, and authentic. Sara may be with Yaman right now. And everything seems to be going well. But who can guarantee that this relationship will last forever? That's how love is. Sometimes it begins like the wind, sometimes it quietly fades away. But if this love ends, Yaman's next fate will be. She must possess the qualities of the woman we mentioned, elegant yet strong. Simple yet impressive, able to deal with fame but maintain her own spark. Because Yaman is no longer just a heart. He's the star at the center of a big stage. And the woman who shines next to that star must not only be beautiful, but truly special. Sara may hold a special place in Yaman's life for now. But if this relationship were to end, a woman who truly knows what she wants, possesses simple elegance, and is confident, yet unpretentious would be the one for nameless but powerful. Pure but unforgettable. The name of the woman who will bring love into Yaman's life may not yet be known. But her character is hidden in these lines. We've reached the end of the video. Friends, thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video. Bye.